Prague Pro is done, and Samson is your winner. Samson is doing more for bodybuilding than any Mr. Olympia has done since Phil Heath. I mean, literally, like he's a top 3 guy. He's already qualified. He's an Arnold Classic champion. He doesn't have to do this. But if you went back and watched the Jay Cutler's podcast, he had Milos on, and Samson basically told Milos that he wanted to do these shows so that he can get around to different spots and people can meet, top Olympians, which is more than any Olympian has done since Phil Heath. Because think about it, right? Derek Lunsford wins. He decides he's going to go home, which, okay, whatever. It's up to you. I mean, he did do some guest posing, which was great. It was in New York. Okay. Before that, you had Hadi. Hadi couldn't get around because he had visa issues, so he couldn't do anything like that. Before that, you had Big Ramy. Big Ramy dropped the ball, right? He was supposed to compete at Pittsburgh. Not compete, but he was supposed to guest pose at Pittsburgh that year. He dropped the ball. He was doing mostly Instagram stuff, but really not getting around meeting people. And then before that, you had Brandon. And then Brandon got hit with bad luck because he had COVID. Everything was locked down. And then before that, you had Sean Roden, and he passed away. And even before he passed away, he had some allegations against him that he was fighting in court. He wasn't able to do the Olympia. So the last person that was actually traveling and promoting bodybuilding as a sport was Phil Heath. So Samson literally took the bull by the horns with great respect and decided, no, I'm not going to go home and just rest. There are people that pay good money and love bodybuilding, and now I'm in a position where I could promote the sport. I'm a top 3 Olympian. I'm an Arnold Classic champion. People in Prague get to meet me. People in Romania will get to meet me. People in the States will get to meet me. So all respect due to Samson DeAsha. Anyway, he wins the Prague Pro. It was a no-brainer. He looked amazing. Let's go back and check it out because there was some interesting points at the Prague Pro. So let's look at some pics. I go to Instagram and I go to Frederick Nando's page. All right, so here's obviously he won. All right, so he wins. I mean, clearly, right? That's Neckzilla. We're going to talk about him. All right. So he wins. Ahmad Ashkenani wins the 212 bodybuilding. I don't know what it is with Ahmad Ashkenani. He's the same Ahmad Ashkenani in every show. We don't see him really dial in any better conditioning. If he did, he would really have a crack at being the 212 Olympia. I don't understand why or what the deal is or so on and so forth. But I mean, I think he came in 4th or 5th. I think he came in 5th at the Olympia, and he wins this. So he's obviously qualified for the Olympia again. And then I'm not much into men's classic physique, but Errol's Cousins, he wins the Prague Pro. Okay. Here's the thing that was really great. The top 4 was really surprising. Okay. So number 2 was Michael Krizo. And Michael Krizo came in a little tighter here than he did in the Olympia. And so did Samson. And you can clearly see. Now, I don't know if it's the lighting, but I'm going to give the bodybuilders the credit. Okay. I think Krizo was unhappy with his placing at the Olympia, even though he broke the top 10. I think he felt like he could have been a little better because he, compared to the lineup that he was in, he was a little unimpressive. And here he came in a little tighter. Samson keeps coming in better and better at every show. Like literally, like now you could see glutes, hamstrings, his lower back is tighter, his stomach is tighter. He doesn't look like he's holding any water. Every show he gets better and better. It was the clear-cut winner. But the surprising part was everybody calls him Neckzilla. Okay. His name escapes me. We're just going to refer to him as Neckzilla. I know he has a foreign name, and I'm not going to try to butcher it. This guy won his pro card yesterday at the Prague Amateur, jumps into the Prague Pro today, breaks top 3. That's impressive. That's really impressive. Because who comes in 4th? Nathan DeAsha. We're not going to talk about him. We're talking about Neckzilla. That's really impressive, breaking a top 3 lineup like this in his first pro show. I mean, the guy is clearly gifted. Let's see some. Here we go. Here he is. The guy is clearly gifted. Okay, it's his first pro show. He's in his late 20s. His name is Rubiel Mosquera. That's his real name. I think I actually got it right. They call him Neckzilla because he's got, I don't know, like a 22-inch neck. It's insane, and his traps are monsters. This guy has got all the potential in the world. He's a little bit imbalanced because his legs are a little bit too big for his upper body, but that can clearly change in the future. He could be tighter, but in this lineup, it was good enough. You gotta understand he just turned pro literally yesterday. His back development is good, could use a little bit more work. But if his upper body can match his lower body with better conditioning and his back shots are coming a little bit better, this guy's going to be a dangerous bodybuilder. There's no question about it. Okay. Now we just have to see how much work ethic he has, right? Because we've heard this before. People have turned pro before and they're like, yeah, this is going to be the next Mr. Olympia and the hype and the this and the that. We heard it with, Andrew Jack. We heard it with Mike Crizzo. I mean, we heard it. You go down the line. We heard it with, Evan Santopani. We heard it with who else? Carlos Thomas Jr. We heard it with Steve Kuklo. Everybody's the next. And only time will tell. So let's give him some time. Okay. So far, a really great beginning. A tremendous beginning for this kid. Okay. Let's see. Do we have a Nathan DeAsha video of him here today? I don't know. This is him winning yesterday. No, well, it doesn't matter because Nathan pretty much, let's go to RX. RX might have it. All right, let's see. RX might actually have. Hey, here he is. Okay. Now, as good as a bodybuilder Nathan is, okay, he's the same Nathan. And when you put him in a lineup like this, like I said, a deeper lineup like this, like last year with Romania, he's exposed. His structure is exposed. And even though he looks good, he doesn't come in as tight and as sharp as the other guys. I mean, you're talking about SAMSON, Dowda, and the new guys coming up are clearly better than the old guys. I mean, that's always the case, right? That's always the case. I mean, look, Samson, Nate, I'm not taking anything away from Nathan. Nathan has a tremendous pro career, but you put him in a deep lineup and he's going to be exposed, and he came in fourth. I'm sure he was disappointed in this show as he was in Romania. He came in the top spot. Now, here's the best part. The best part is Horse MD did not do the show. Okay. Apparently he was very sick, but for some reason, I don't know if he has a guilty conscience or something, but he decided that he had to post exactly what made him sick. Okay. So here's the funny part. There was no Horse MD in the show. Okay, apparently he got really sick. Now, before I started the video, I was flipping through, and he had posted, I believe it was him, because it's not up there anymore. It was either him or Milos, but I'm assuming it was him because, unless I'm going crazy, I was on his Instagram, and he had posted the conversation between him and Milos and how sick he was and how much diarrhea he had and how much pooping he was doing and how he couldn't hold any food down, and Milos was telling him what to do and so on and so forth, and he put it on his Instagram. So at the time I was watching, I'm going, dude, what do you have, a guilty conscience? Like, we believe you. You don't have, you want to show us the picture of the vomit too? We believe you're sick. Okay, we get it. We believe you're sick. It's no big deal. You're a young guy. You'll come back. But I guess he deleted it, figuring also it was a little too much for the fans to know. I mean, like, okay, you just tell us we don't feel good and you'll be back next time. We believe you. Yeah. You don't have to go that far, bro. But anyway, congratulations to Samson and the new guy, Neckzilla. He is looks like he's gonna have a bright future. We'll see. I don't like to hype up guys too much, because anytime you hype up the guys too much, it seems like more times than not they'll let you down. But he does have a bright future. Let's see what kind of work ethic it has. Okay. Because there's a big difference between the Prague Pro and then if he decides to do the New York Pro or the Arnold Classic or the Arnold Classic UK or something like that. It's a big, those, there's levels to this shit, right? So let's see how well he does in the future. He had an excellent beginning. Won his pro card the next day, top 3 in a major pro show. Excellent beginning. So good luck to him. Horse MD, feel better. No need to post all that crap. We believe you were sick, bro. Like, don't put the video of you throwing up. Look, I'm really sick. No, we don't need any of that. But he must have took it down because I just thought it was funny that he put all of that up. All right. I'm out. Peace. Till next time.